Hello, Coach Linda here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about blood pressure and especially hypertension or elevated blood pressure. The thing about blood pressure, it's good to know that it is, there's not a lot of symptoms, so you may not be symptomatic. So that's why I like to really emphasize know your numbers. It's very important. I have this at my home. I also have it at the places I work. I have it for my clients. So we want you to know your numbers so that you can be a good discerner of your health and wellness. But blood pressure, let's talk about blood pressure, hypertension in particular, elevated blood pressure. What is blood pressure? Remember, before I go into what blood pressure is, it can be called the silent killer because there aren't many symptoms. So that's why it's important to know and to monitor your blood pressure. So let's talk a little bit about that. Blood pressure in the arteries. So you have the systolic, the top number, and then you have the bottom number, diastolic. The top number is when the heart is beat and pushing out the blood. The diastolic is in between beats. So you don't want pressure in your arteries or elevated pressure in your arteries either time. So that's why it is so important to do things that you can do, lifestyle behavior changes that can really decrease your blood pressure. But you won't know unless you check it or if you have your physician check it. If you're already on medication, I'm going to go over some natural ways to lower your blood pressure without medication. If you're on medication, then certainly stay on it. Check with your physician. Over time, if you do some lifestyle behavior changes, you may be able to reduce that a little bit. All right, first and foremost, you knew I was going to say this. Number one, exercise. Exercise lowers your blood pressure, the pressure in those arteries, which is so important. And I'm not talking about running a marathon. I'm talking about 30 minutes, 5 days a week of moderate intensity exercise. I would prefer 6 days, but 5 days minimum of a moderate intensity. It could be walking, it can be jogging, it can be biking, hiking, lifting weights. Lifting weights is excellent for your blood pressure. So choose something that you know that you'll do and then work that into your lifestyle behavior changes, knowing your numbers. And actually, it'd be great if you did a little diary and you watch that blood pressure come down when you start adding exercise. The second thing is eating, of course. We're going to talk about eating healthy, eating, and there's something called the DASH diet, which I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of. The DASH diet really emphasizes, it's good for blood pressure. It emphasizes vegetables and fruit, lots of vegetable and fruit, low fat dairy. It's lean chicken, lean meat, lean fish, lean chicken, lean burger, grass-fed burger, meats like that are good for you. And so you're going to think about lowering your salt, your sodium as well. DASH diet, is recommended about 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. But actually, ideally, 1,500 milligrams is even better. That's a half of a teaspoon. But folks, you got to read the labels because a lot of stuff is full of sodium. A lot of canned foods, a lot of things that are pre-prepared. When we eat out, we get lots of sodium. Sometimes you'll feel like, well, I'm swollen after I eat out because I'm not used to having so much sodium in my diet. So, check and read the labels. Lower your sodium. So we got exercise, we got the DASH diet or nutrition. Then we're going to talk about lowering your stress or having strategies to deal with stress. What do you do when you're stressed out? What do you do when you're tensed up? You got to get outside. You got to move. You have to, listen to music, things that help you relax a little. Read, talk to a friend. Don't keep it all in and bound up. So that also will help lower your blood pressure. And then drink a lot of water. That's very important to keep hydrated, keep the cells hydrated. All those things are very, very important. Losing weight. Losing weight is important too, especially if you're overweight. Even a small amount of weight loss can help lower your blood pressure. So, be intentional. Get up every day, be intentional about things you can do that change your lifestyle, that change your outcome in your longevity, your lifestyle of longevity. And these are just things that are, really proven to lower your pressure, your blood pressure. So if you have hypertension, Try these things. Try to get moving. Lose any extra weight. Have the DASH diet. Drink the water. Manage your stress. And the last thing I was going to mention is there's some things that habits that we form, such as drinking too much alcohol in excess, or tobacco use, which can really play havoc with your blood pressure. So you want to decrease, or eliminate those habits, because those would be unhealthy habits that we want to reverse into a healthier habit and a lifestyle. So try to get rid of anything that especially if you have hypertension, anything that is going to cause your blood pressure to be elevated. So less alcohol, try to quit smoking or using tobacco, vaping, whatever it is you do, dipping, try to decrease that. I know that's a hard habit to break, but these are goals that I'm giving you. These are some suggestions that I'm giving you to decrease your blood pressure. And if you do have hypertension, be sure when you take it that you talk to your physician and let them see where you are on the scale. I'll go over more later kind of about what's normal blood pressure, but you really want to watch the systolic, the top and the bottom diastolic blood pressure to make sure that you are managing your hypertension. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put those up and I'll answer those. Also, like and subscribe. See you next time.